Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a cook and chat with me video kind of thing. I'm going to go through the do's and don'ts with dealing with inflation from my perspective at least. And the first thing I want to, go through is markdown shopping. So sometimes you will pick up a good bargain, but I wouldn't recommend people going around driving to different stores all the time to try and pick up a deal. Reason being is because petrol prices are expensive and they are due to increase even more towards the end of September because that's when the government levy will end. Now, another thing I wanted to note is it also depends on what area you're living in, because for me, I think a lot of people in my area eat quite healthy. Therefore, we don't see very many markdowns in terms of vegetables and proteins, but we do see a lot of markdowns for junk food like cookies and chocolates. So be mindful of that, because for me, yes, I love eating junk food every now and then, but I've also got to think in the long term, what will happen to my body and health if I continuously make this a habit and eat junk food all the time. So that's another thing you want to consider when markdown shopping. You don't want to just buy things for the sake of it because it's cheaper, and you don't want to just continuously build a bad habit of buying junk food as well. If you are going markdown shopping, make sure you have already asked the staff so you know what time they generally mark down their items, so you're not wasting time going around finding products when they haven't even marked down items yet, because usually they will have a set time that they will dedicate towards marking down stickers. So the things I really wanted to stress on for this point is, one, your health. Don't just buy cookies because they're 50 cents, because maybe you might have not even looked at considering purchasing cookies had you not seen that markdown. So technically you're not saving money. You're actually spending money that you would have not spent in the first place. Another thing is, your time is money. Don't spend an entire day going to different stores to look for markdown to save 50 cents here and there. That's why it's important to, one, ask them what time they mark down their items, and two, take into consideration where your stores are. So you don't want to be driving all over the place to save $2 on a few items and then you end up spending $7 on petrol or whatever it is. So keep in mind your health, your habits, and the price of fuel and your time, because time is money. My next point, stockpiling. If you're a regular on my channel, you know that I love stockpiling. I mean, I don't think I'm super freaky where I have like years worth of stockpiling items. I'm not like that. Well, I haven't gotten to that stage yet, but I do like stockpiling. Reason being is because in my mind, food's only going to get more expensive, right? Especially things like canned items, because of the cost of production, the cost of transport, the canning process. And because electricity is going up so much, well, for me in the Sydney it is anyways, people who have multiple fridges and freezers, that's probably going to rack up your electricity bill even more. So if you have some shelf-stable items that doesn't require a fridge or a freezer, you don't need to worry about racking up that electricity bill. And in cases where there's a total blackout where you don't even have electricity, so your items in your fridge and freezer may go off, whereas shelf-stable items, they're fine just to sit there. And I think some of you guys have asked me, how long can you leave the food there? Some of the cans I've purchased don't actually have a date on it, so I'm assuming it's safe to eat, provided that the cans aren't dented, damaged, or bulging. Obviously, when you do open the can, you do need to do that sniff test to make sure the food's not off, to make sure there's no mold growing on it as well. But just to give you guys a bit of context, I did purchase some of the Campbell stews back in 2020, and I've had a couple of cans this year in 2022, and it's been fine. My cans weren't damaged, weren't bulging, it smelled fine, it looked fine, so it was good to go. For me at least anyways. Another thing I wanted to bring up, if you're a Woolworths insurance holder or you have a mobile plan with them, you get a 10% discount once a month, every month, off your groceries. So I normally shop at Coles or like the little fruit and veg shops, but once a month I do shop at Coles. At least once a month I go because of the 10% discount. What I normally do is bulk up on getting my frozen vegetables, my canned food, things that are on special, so I can use that 10% all in one hit, because you can only use that 10% discount once a month every month, obviously. So that's another thing you guys might want to keep in mind. Also, guys, it's so important for you guys to shop the specials. Shopping the specials and stockpiling go hand in hand, because most of the time, 85% of the time, I only shop whatever's on special. And the reason being is because I'm very rarely in a case where I have to pay full price for an item unless I want to, because of my stockpile. For example, if I need canned stews for one particular week and it's full price, $3.50, I'm not going to buy that because I already have a stockpile and I spent $1.75 on my can. So I stock up when it's half price, and that also puts me in a position where I don't have to pay full price for things. I do have a couple of points that I haven't gone through today because I didn't want to make the video too long. If you're interested in hearing about my other points, let me know in the comments and I'll upload a part 2 for this. Well, I've got to film it and upload it for you guys. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in a part 2 for this, because I know you guys don't like super long videos. Thanks for watching.